Well, he just did. He just scored 8 points. That's the thing. He had a career. Yep. I still, every time I'm jamming to that song, welcome to the Sportz Nutz, everybody. Hey, it is episode 40. We made it, Matt. We have made it to the age of me on episode.
Yes,
How about that?
we are old.
Watch it.
We are finally aged.
I'm going to go ahead and sign you up for that AARP magazine, so be on the lookout for it. Hey, everybody. We hope you guys had a fantastic weekend full of family, fun, and laughter. Guys, just give a quick note. Please, from the Sportz Nutz, be weather aware. For those who do not know, and if you, again, like we always say, if you don't know, you're living under a rock, Hurricane Helene will be making her unfortunate grand entrance to the state of Florida going into Thursday as a strong Category 3, possibly a Category 4 hurricane. What does that mean for the upstate of South Carolina and Atlanta? It means Matt's going to have a boat to go to work in because they're expecting 9 to 12 inches of rain in Atlanta. And here in Easley, South Carolina, the new rain totals just came out, expecting between 8 and 14 inches of rain. Yes, a deluge, as they say, is going to happen. So just be prepared for that. Potential for very strong to severe weather as possible. Wind gusts, excess of Category 1 status, which for those who don't know, Category 1 hurricane is 75 miles per hour and greater. So please just pay attention to the weather.
Yes, please.
If your local officials tell you to get out, don't ignore them. Just get out. Be smart. We want you to arrive alive. Come on now. And the old saying, Matt, turn around, don't drown. If you see flooded waters, that means stop, turn around, don't try and drive through it. It only takes 6 inches of water to knock you off of your feet, but it can take 1 inch of rushing water to push a car off the road. So be extra careful. With that being said, guys, we had an interesting show set up. Unfortunately, the guest had something come up. No, I'm not worried. It's okay. We will get back in touch with them in the very near future. But Matt, how has everything been going in your household? How was your weekend, man?
It was a decent weekend, man. I mean, it was okay. I mean, started having a little migraine, man. So it lasted a few days. So I was just trying to watch sports as I could in the dark, and, as best as I could. But I saw what I needed to see. Saw everything I needed to see this weekend. Everything was good, man. I mean, life is just lifing right now, man. So I can't complain. What about yourself?
Hey, I get you in lifing is lifing. Blaze, good to see you, buddy. All right, so my weekend consisted of actually something pretty cool. Cassie and I and the girls went, because remember we have credentials to Anderson University football.
Yes.
And so Cassie and I took advantage of it, went and watched Anderson play. They played against Limestone. Limestone took it to them pretty handily, 52-5.
Ooh.
Yeah, and and that 5 points, it was really more like 52-3 because the safety was kind of a gimme. It was a bad snap on a punt. The punter whiffed on catching it and ended up going out of the end zone. It was not a pretty performance. However, it's a learning experience for Anderson. You can't discredit them because Limestone is also ranked number 12 in the nation in D2 football. So they're pretty good. And the point spread was 38 points. Yes, they handled the spread easily, but you got to tip your cap. It's that, Anderson has an away game this weekend. They're going to do good. And guys, I just want to quickly let you know that a member of the Anderson University football program is going to come on our show. I'm trying to get that set up for late October. He is going to come on, and he has one of the most remarkable stories you will ever hear in your entire life. Just put it to you this way. For those who don't know, Anderson is a Christian university, very talented Christian university. And this gentleman had a near-death experience. Was told 2+ years for recovery. Full recovery happened in 6 months. Yeah, I will tell you more about that story when he comes on. It is, or actually, I have him tell it is one of the most amazing stories you will ever hear. And it really will put you into the idea that faith really does matter and it's real with what he tells you, because it didn't happen. It's happened more times than he would like. He's had multiple near-death experiences, and God put him in another, in the place he's meant to be in this time in the world. So stay tuned for him coming on. Hey, next, actually on Friday. Now that is a questionable episode. It just depends on if we're here or not. Remember, guys, bad hurricane coming. Yeah. If we have power, we will have the general manager of the Columbus Clingstones, which is the AA affiliate of the Atlanta Braves, formerly Mississippi Braves, is coming on the show. We also have our good friend, Brandon Leak. October 1st is coming back on the show. He reached out to me and asked, because I'd asked him a while back, would love to have you come on. Reached out to me. We got it set up. October 1st, cannot wait. And then got it all set up. All right, so I'm also close to getting something set up for Nick Shalini and Matt Chernoff and Chris Domino, all to come on. Looking forward to that. I don't have anybody yet on October 11th. I'm close. I was going to have something set up for October 15th, but we will have actually a special episode on October 17th. And if you guys see a rumbling of thunder, there is a severe thunderstorm warning here. But October 17th, we have former University of Hawaii great, former first-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Also played for the Atlanta Falcons, San Francisco 49ers, and Oakland Raiders. Ashley Lally is coming on. And Matt, you and I have a really special friend coming on. His name is Brian Kajiyama. For those who have not heard his story yet, check it out on YouTube, Heart of a Warrior. Matt, did you get a chance to watch his story yet?
I have it on cue right after we get off. I'm going to go watch it right now. Well, right after we get off of the pod today.
He is one of the most inspirational people anybody will ever get a chance to. He is a former football coach of the University of Hawaii. There's a trick to it, though. He cannot walk and he cannot talk. He was born with cerebral palsy, talks with a computer-animated voice. We are actually going to generate questions to send to him. It'll give him time to write it up on the computer, and that's how we will have him on our show. He is coming on our show, guys, so I'm excited about it. So anyway, without further ado, guys, let's get it going. Matt, are you ready to have fun?
Absolutely.
Hey, guys, it's the WNBA playoffs. Like we said last episode, the Atlanta Dream clinched the final spot in the WNBA postseason on the final night of the regular season. They did it, and guys, I'm going to tip my cap to them, but tonight their season ends. They just tipped off against the New York Liberty, perennial powerhouse. Matt, what do you think is going to happen next season for the Dream? Do you think the Dream could, move up and maybe even get the 4th spot in the playoffs?
I think they're one big free agent away, so to speak. That's what I think. I think they will improve next year. The players will get better. I'm not 100% privy to their contract situations right now. But I do know from the games that I've watched and the games that I've seen, I think they're just missing one more key piece. one more person that can another person that can not only get him a bucket, but can create a play. Draw the defense in, kick out to the open person. I was going to say open man, but I'm kick out to the open woman.
Open player, open individual.
Open player, and just make a play. Dangerous team. They're very dangerous. I just think that they're just going up against Buzzsaw right now.
Yes.
It's just too much, man. It's too much for them right now. So I think they'll retool. They'll get that player in this offseason, and they'll go from there. They will improve next year.
Ooh, and guys, I don't know if you can see the flash. Did you hear that?
Oh, I heard that, man.
Yeah, there is a severe storm here in Easley, South Carolina. It's nothing related to the hurricane. It's actually a cold front coming in, and it's going to just hit the right time with the weather. And we're about to have, and it's called a training system of rain, where literally the rain trains over the same spots constantly. So. Matt, I agree. I'd say maybe 2 pieces. And guys, right now, actually, I'm rather impressed with what I'm seeing. Atlanta is up 13-3 against New York. So let's see how it goes. But I agree. They're maybe 1 or 2 pieces away. 2 pieces away from, I think, getting higher seeded in the postseason. Let's not forget the WNBA expansion team, the Golden State Valkyries, start next year. And then the following year will be the Toronto WNBA franchise. I don't know if I told you this, Matt. All right, we had a brownout, so the power may go out, guys. If it does, just be prepared. Matt might have to host a show. Or I'll have to get on my phone at that point, okay? But Philadelphia, Miami, let's see who else was mentioned in it. Miami, Houston was mentioned. Charlotte is also mentioned as not Houston. Houston was mentioned. Charlotte was mentioned as a team. And Portland has also been mentioned as potential WNBA expansion franchises starting in 2027 even. So, I mean, it's really close. The WNBA has even mentioned, and the NBA has mentioned this too. I don't know if you saw this, Matt, but Mexico City has been mentioned. Yes, Mexico City in Mexico has been mentioned as a possible both NBA and WNBA franchise expansion city. What do you think of that?
I mean, that'd be good for the culture. It would be good for the city of Mexico. But I mean, honestly, I heard from what I've seen, it's a beautiful city. But do you really think an NBA player will be happy there? I mean, I guess. So. I guess we said the same thing about Toronto at first, right? I mean, but, and then Toronto got Americanized, if so to speak. But
got Americanized.
Yeah, I know, right? So, but would an NBA player be happy? They won't get a lot of free agents right off the bat. I'd say that right now. But you might get some people who are just happy to be in the league.
That's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just I don't think it'll be a good free agent destination, and I also think they'll have to be homegrown, kind of like how OKC is. But it'll be good. It'll be good for the culture. It'll be good for basketball culture. It'll be good for that city, Mexico City.
Yep. I'm excited to see what the games are growing, though. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the last expansion, it was the Charlotte Hornets. Remember, they were the Bobcats. Well, and then they brought back the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah. I don't know if we can really count that as an expansion. Really, with the last, I guess, true expansion was what I would say the Grizzlies and the Raptors back in 97.
97, yep.
Yeah,
97 was the last official. And guys, if you don't remember, the Grizzlies have not always been in Memphis. Now, they were the laughingstock of the NBA. They played in Vancouver. They were the Vancouver Grizzlies. Matt, please enlighten everybody with who the most famous player for the Vancouver Grizzlies was. It was one of our favorite defenders.
Well, first of all, I will say, remember that first they tried to build around Brian Big Country Reeves.
That's it, Big Country.
Big Country. Then they got Sharif Abdul-Rahim. But
who played for the Hawks, guys? Remember, he played for the Hawks too.
Had an all-star season with the Hawks, yes. But it was Bryant Big Country Reeves, man.
Yep, Big Country boy. He was one. He had that ever famous. It was literally like a turnaround baby hook, and he made it. I mean, he was
always gave Shaq fits. Always gave to this day.
Those two were they were like big men rivalries, if I'm not mistaken, right?
They always gave Shaq fits.
it was fun watching that day. Sorry if I'm moving around my knee, guys. Remember, I did have knee surgery. It does hurt. That's a whole nother story. I do have, unfortunately, had developed a staph infection in my knee. I'm not going to show it to you, but needless to say, it's pretty painful. Matt. All right, I gotta enlighten the sports world again. We kind of teased it on Friday's episode, and I'm going to re-tease it today. The NHL owners meeting has commenced this week, actually, folks. It's going to take, it's like a 2-week kind of trial from what I understand. Well, on the same night that the owners meetings has commenced, the Utah Hockey Club has started their franchise. And guys, if you don't know who they were, it was formerly the Arizona Coyotes. But then before them was actually the Phoenix Coyotes. And then they went bankrupt twice. NHL bailed them out, and Arizona never really could recuperate. They were playing in a 5,000 seat arena. And they were in danger of going bankrupt again. And then I guess they were able to secure the funding. They were able to. One second, let me put you on mute. I'm gonna get my daughter here. Sorry, it is raining like cats and dogs here, and I have to have my daughter close the front door before the water gets in the house. All right, so the Utah Hockey Club started, and it looked pretty impressive. Okay. Now, guys, they will not. One sec, Easton, close the front door, please. It's raining. They will not release the name until next year. They've already admitted it, but now they've announced. However, if you get a chance, Matt, Google them. You will see their colors, and that kind of hints where they're going with their logo. They have it down as 6 finalists for the team name. Honestly, the colors, they're blue and black, like baby blue and black. It kind of reminds me of like a Blizzard or a or
the old
Utah
Jazz uniforms.
It's a possibility. It's something related to like Blizzard type. It's something cold. That the 6 names are related to cold. Yeti, Blizzard, Iceman, those kinds of things. So it's something related to that. So anyway, why we're bringing that up is expansion talks. Whenever a city gets a new expansion team, it automatically triggers expansion possibilities. It is a rule. It's some rule that's written in every sport. Well, the owners' meetings are set to vote on the next 3 guys. Now, when I got word, it was only 1, but it's actually 3. The next 3 locations. I don't know if you guys can hear. It's pouring really hard here. But the next 3 locations are Atlanta, Houston. Okay. Now Houston, it's a toss-up for, right? I'm not too sure why they have that on there. Now Quebec City. Now Quebec City already has a team, sort of. Montreal Canadiens. But Quebec City is mentioned as a possibility. They have the lowest odds at 22%. However, Atlanta, their odds to land a NHL franchise in the next 3 to 5 years is 89.2%.
Oh, wow.
That is as of last Friday, according to ESPN. So it looks like, and then Houston's right behind there at 72.7. So it looks like Atlanta and Houston will be landing NHL franchises. And guys, on the stream, I know there's not very many watching tonight, but I want you guys to tell us, chime in. Let us know what you think a great name would be for the Atlanta franchise and the Houston franchise. Matt, I asked you this last week. What do you think about Houston? Like, what would you want to name Houston's NHL franchise?
I don't know, man. Usually when people think of Houston, they think of how hot it is, man. I mean, but
how about the Houston the Boilers?
Houston Boilers. Houston Boilers. That's a good name. I'm impressed.
I like it.
Houston Boilers is a good name. I mean, I don't know, man. The Houston, you can't say Comets. They took that, but I mean,
how about the Houston Heat?
Houston Heat, but you can see something like the Houston Hockey Club. I mean, you can see that. We're starting to see that a lot. So,
yeah, it's true. We don't know yet. We will learn. We should know more details about the Atlanta franchise and the Houston franchise in the coming weeks and months. So stay tuned for that. Just want to give a little he's on that. Guys, unfortunately, good grief. When it rains, it pours in the city of Atlanta, and it came hard. Matt, I don't know if you saw the news the last 25 minutes ago, did you?
No, I did not.
Austin Riley has been ruled out for the rest of the season. He has shown they had a CT scan of his hand, has not healed and improved the way they thought. He's done. If the Braves do make the postseason, it will be without Austin Riley. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those who have lost count, that is 11 stars who are out for the Atlanta Braves. Again,
wow.
The MVP is the injury bug of the Atlanta Braves. It has come, and it's come hard, and it has really, really hurt them in the worst way possible. Sorry, it's hailing here. So it's a shock to see the system going on that way, guys. There is a chance, though, Matt, and I'm gonna go over this with you, and I'm gonna ask for your predictions. Okay.
Okay.
Atlanta has the make it or break it big 3-game series going on right now, starting tonight with the New York Metropolitans. The next 3 nights could determine if Atlanta makes it in as a the third wild card or the toilet bowl, because they finished the season off at 3 games against Kansas City. Doesn't really count for anything for the Atlanta Braves. You have Chris Sale on the mound. You have Schwallenbach, which is doing phenomenal. He's doing phenomenal.
What a waste.
I could see Atlanta realistically taking 2 or 3. What do you think?
I don't see it. I'm sorry, man. I wish I had more toilets nearby so you could hear the flush with the toilet bowl. It's all bad, man. I've never seen an injury bug like this in baseball, man. This has been just the worst luck imaginable that a team can have. So,
yeah,
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's dismal, you know.
Yeah, they were already fighting to get in at least,
Mm-hmm.
the wild card spot, man. I mean, but it's gonna be tough, man. With no Austin Riley, I mean, that just deflates everything.
Yep, it does. And like we talked with Abe last week or a few episodes back, and we said, does Chris Sale win the Cy Young? I think he does, but in the same sense, I feel so bad because this is his best season since his MVP season in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
When he led the Red Sox to the World Series.
So I said it's a waste.
He did phenomenal work for them. He's doing outstanding work this year. Hey, Schwallenbach, he's legit for the Atlanta Braves. He starts tonight. Chris Sale is tomorrow night, and then Thursday is Max Fried. It would take an epic biblical proportion type of series for Atlanta to get it. I mean, stranger things have happened, absolutely, but 2 or 3 could be a realistic goal. Matt's saying no. Fans, chime in on the stream. What do you think? Does Atlanta make the postseason? If not, it's okay. We're not going to scold you because that's not what we do here. I think Atlanta could go 5-2. Atlanta could go 4-2 the remaining 6 games of the regular season. That would be a good finish for them. So I tip my cap to them, But like I said, stranger things have happened. We shall see. Guys, let's I want to hear Matt's thoughts on this too. Sunday Night Football, we saw a phenomenal start. Came out the gate 5 for 5 with Kirk Cousins touchdown. And then it was 14-7 or whatever. 14-7. It looked good. They're holding them to field goals. Then, it's like the mistakes started happening. The screwball set, the fear came in of, oh my God, we're in this together kind of thing. And then we saw them go up. And then it was 22-14. We're thinking, oh great, here we go. And then it was 22-17. Matt, do you think instead of going for it on 4th down, Raheem Morris should have kicked the field goal to make it 22-20?
I don't think so. I think what they should have did was run a QB sneak That's what they should have did because it was 4th and inches. It wasn't 4th and a yard. It was 4th and inches, man.
This is the first 4th down because this is
the first.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the one at the end of the. Okay. No, the first 4th down. Yes, he should have in the first quarter. He should have kicked the field goal. Absolutely. You take the points, man. Take the points. Yep. This isn't Madden. You take the points. I think they definitely. I think that was definitely a mistake and a blunder on his part. That actually came back to haunt him. That because think about it. If you kick that field goal and you're gonna make the field goal. Not to say we don't know what's going to happen afterwards, but to put it in perspective, put it in hindsight, you kick that field goal, man, you got an extra 3 points on the board. And now, instead of trying to go for it on 4th down, you're kicking a field goal to win the game.
Yeah, that's right. You're kicking to win the game.
Yep, you're kicking the field goal right now to win the game. That's what you're doing.
Guys,
what? The Kyle Pitts no call, don't got to worry about that. You're kicking a field goal to win the game. That's what you're doing. Let's
quote the famous Herm Edwards. Hello. You play to win the game. So true. And then, I'm glad I saw this story. I don't know if you saw it, Matt. Roger Goodell is now involved with the NFL officiating crew for the entire league because there has been a lot of questionable and missed calls, and they're pretty blatant especially with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, look, a lot of y'all like the story of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I don't really care about it. I'm sick and tired of hearing it. My daughters do love Taylor Swift. I do have 4 girls.
Same.
3 of them love Taylor Swift. Hey, Matt just said his daughter. It's something about her, right? So look, I understand, but then there's that whole, oh my God, there's a possibility of a 3-peat. That's a great idea. Let's help them out, right? Well, for those who don't know what we're talking about, Kyle Pitts had the most obvious pass interference I have ever seen. Literally, the entire sports world knew it. You even heard the commentators. You heard on even Kansas City's radio announcer said that was clear pass interference. And what do? I didn't see it.
All the
exactly what the Chiefs did.
Throw in that game. They want to miss that one. Okay.
Yep. And so then you think about it. If they call the PI, ball's placed inside the 1, you have 4 tries to get it in, sneak it in, hand the ball off to Algier, Bijan. And by the way, guys, run straight down the middle of the field on 4th down goals. We have a friend. I have a friend of mine. His name is Nick Bungalow. Nick, I'm going to call you, buddy. I'm sorry. He texted me and said he would have bootlegged it. And I said, that would be why you're not a coach. Because that's the worst decision you would have had. The same exact result. Because guys, that technically was exactly. Technically, that was a form of a bootleg. Is to go. Okay, guys, it's 4th and inches, 6 inches from getting the first down. What playbook do you get out that says, "Oh, I'm going to run a 3-man formation in the back and run it to the damn left"? Like, come on. The fact that everybody knew that was coming was even more of a boneheaded play. Here's what I would have done. All right, I would have run either hand it to Algier, hand it to Bijan, run down the middle. You would have been first down. And the game continues, right? Or, heck, I would have run you could even Darnell Mooney was doing phenomenal. Run a hitch, guys. If you don't know hitches, it's literally you snap the ball and you throw it. That's a hitch. Yep. Run a hitch route. He could have gotten an easy 3 or 4 yards. You're still the drive still continues, or you could have even run a quick slant because Kyle Pitts was sent in motion to line up on the outside. You could have ran him a quick slant because they were coming on a blitz. He's wide open. He could have walked into the end zone with 42 or 53 seconds left in the game. Would have walked into the end zone. So obviously boneheaded decisions like that cost the Atlanta Falcons the game. I'm really disappointed in that play calling ability, but I'm not disappointed in the Falcons' performance. The defense is stout, Matt. If you had to give them a grade, 1 through 32, 32 being the absolute worst, 1 being the best defense that's ever walked the face of the earth, what would you give them right now?
You said what was the grading scale? You said 1 to 5?
1 to 32.
1 to 32. Defense-wise, they're definitely a top 10 defense. They're most definitely a top 10 defense. I can see maybe 5 or 6 for right now. I wouldn't be surprised. I know that defense is trending upward. I will say that, man. They don't give up really big plays like that. I mean, you're going to give up plays. When you run zone, you're going to give up plays. There are going to be open pockets in the zone, open areas in the zone. It's going to happen. Receivers are going to sit in the zone. It's going to happen. But their ability to be able to play good against the run and play decent against the pass as well, it's always been one or the other. It's never really been both since that Super Bowl run. So I say defense is like maybe 6 or 7 right now.
I'm right there with. I was thinking 6 or 7. I mean, Justin Simmons, and I don't know if you saw the stat. He lives to pick off Patrick Mahomes. He knows his tendencies. 6 interceptions against him alone. That is remarkable in itself. And he is the only player to have as many interceptions against him. So Justin Simmons, keep it going. Jesse Bates, oh man, there were so many close calls that he could have intercepted balls too by Patrick Mahomes, just a little closer and he would have gotten it. But hey, I'm going to give the defense an A- because obviously, you could have done a little better on some of the reads, but I'm giving them an A-. I'm giving the offense, I'm giving him a B+ again, like last week's too, because it started out great, and then the fear kind of sunk in a little bit of crap. We've lost 2 offensive linemen. What do we do? And obviously it's hard to play with backups, but you adjust, you can come together, and you can actually have a chance. Yeah. But I give them a B+. My overall grade, I give them a B+ as well. So, it was a good overall run for the Atlanta Falcons. They have one of the best rivals this week, guys. Blaze, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm kind of picking on you a little bit. I know you're a diehard New Orleans Saints fan. But it's in our house. It's in Atlanta's house. It's going to be one heck of an environment. If you're going, highly check them out. It's going to be Falcons Saints, big rivalry. It's called they don't call it the down south, the dirty rivalry for nothing, because those 2 cities legit hate each other unlike any other. And I don't know if you remember this, Matt. What were the 2 games you were guaranteed every year on TV back in the day?
As far as which team? For the Falcons?
For the Atlanta Falcons, what's 2 games?
Oh man, it's Falcons and Saints.
That's right. You know why? It was because it was to see who was the worst team in the division. By the way, the Saints and the Falcons played in the NFC West.
Yep.
That made a lot of with the Niners. That made a lot, and the Rams, which the Rams are still actually one of Atlanta's biggest rivals. It is a big matchup when Atlanta plays the LA Rams. Not as big as when they play the New Orleans Saints, but it's still a pretty big rival.
Yes.
So Atlanta better rise up, better step up. Got to play 100% in all 3 facets: offense, special teams, defense, all together, and they can possibly pull it. Now remember, New Orleans, they look like a duck out of water against the Eagles up until like the final 8 minutes of the game when they finally started playing the game. And then, you play a circus charade and you have 3 defenders run into each other. Dallas Goedert runs almost the entire length of the field, gets down to the 3-yard line. What do? You hand the ball off to who, Matt? Who do you hand the ball off to when it's 1st and goal from the 3-yard line?
You hand it off to Saquon.
That's right. And what does he do? Run right into the touchdown. So, New Orleans, they looked like a duck out of water.
Yep.
They lost 15-12. It shows that they are beatable. Atlanta just got to build off of that and keep it going, and we will be okay. Atlanta could be 2-2 by the end of this week. Looking forward to that potential. Matt, let me ask you this about week 4 of college football. Obviously, we saw lots of football, and I mean a ton of football. And now, if I sat here and told you San Jose State was going to be in a crazy ass shootout with Washington State, what would you sit there and put money on and be like, oh yeah, San Jose State's going to play their heart out and score over 100 points between the 2 and still lose?
It's
San Jose State, by the way.
You said what? You said what?
It's San Jose. It's San Jose State, guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, man. It's like I would be like, am I really gonna watch this game? I mean, it's supposed to be a beatdown. It's supposed to be a beatdown. It's supposed to be.
Yep. And who wins? Washington State wins 52-54 in overtime.
Barely. Hair on chinny chin chin.
It's the second to last game in all of college football. Who was the last game? It was Hawaii versus Northern Iowa. That game ended at 3 a.m., by the way, if you were wondering. But
did you watch it all?
Yeah, I watched it. Of course. Why wouldn't I watch it? Hey, there was some phenomenal games. What game stood out to you most, Matt? Out of all, choose any game. I don't care. It could be the Jackrabbits of San Diego or South Dakota State versus the Humpback Whalers or something. I don't know.
That Colorado game had an interesting finish. It had a little comeback. That was a very interesting finish. That Nebraska Illinois game was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I mean, Vanderbilt, they put up a good fight against Missouri.
Yes, they did. I told you though. Didn't I say odd and even year stuff? It's so weird with Vanderbilt. I've never understood why it is that way, but it's weird. I mean, it's Vanderbilt. Like, who sits there and says, "Oh, I want to go watch Vanderbilt on football"? Come on,
exactly.
Matt, if you were in Nashville, what do you want to do? You want to go and enjoy the nightlife, right?
Exactly.
Do you want to go to a Vanderbilt football game? No. I'm not gonna raise my hand.
I'm not going to a Commodore game.
No, God, no. How about Tennessee versus Oklahoma? Tennessee's real. They're legit.
They are. They definitely are.
They are legit.
Yeah, the defense played very well, man. Defense didn't really give up anything until the fourth quarter when you could tell they already mailed it in. So, I mean, it should have been a blowout. I think it was like 20. It should have been
it was 22-3 at one time.
22-3. And then you could tell, Tennessee just took their foot off the gas. They were done. Yep. So, yeah, man.
They kind of knew they had wrapped it up.
Yeah, hats off to Tennessee, man. They definitely are the surprise team, one of the surprise teams this year.
Now, I know the score isn't indicative of what we're going to say, but Miami and South Florida, they're hanging tough with big boys.
What? I mean, they hung tough for the first quarter, for the first half.
First half. And then Miami said, we're awake and we played the way we're supposed to play. But, hey, I'm tipping my cap because they're a small, South Florida. They're based out of Tampa, small school, great area, by the way. They actually just released the renderings of their stadium they're building.
Really
phenomenal. Look, I have to send you the picture. It's beautiful. So, but tip my caps to them. Hey, how about this game, Matt? I watched it. Our good friend Vince watched it, and Vince even told us they have to run the ball, and that will be how Michigan wins. And sure enough, Michigan ran the ball. And, of course, USC did some terrible arm tackles. But Michigan wins only by 3. Michigan, what's going on with Michigan, man?
Whew. I don't know, man. I don't know. They beat a good USC team. Remember, this is the same USC team that beat LSU, man, in their opening game. So Michigan, I think Michigan's kind of about to hit their stride, man. I mean, they're 3-1 now. They were 18th in the nation. I don't know what number they are now. I know they went one up in ranking a little bit, but I think Michigan's gonna work their way to get into the top 12 this year. It's 12 this year for college football playoff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna work their way up and get into the top.
Actually, I think it's 8. Then you have at-larges. I think you have at-larges as well.
Okay.
I know it's the top Power 4s guaranteed a spot in, and then you have like smaller tiers that can get in as well. I believe the number 1 at-large spot belongs to the AAC, and then it's a battle between Conference USA, Mountain West, and so on and so forth. So, MAC is the MAC conference is even mentioned in that possibility too. So we'll see how that goes. And obviously Northern Illinois, they played against a very tough Buffalo team. Buffalo won 23-20. So
Yeah.
Northern Illinois, I'm not faulting them. Yeah, you're 2-1. They're still a really good team. The MAC, they're coming along. They're moving on up. What do you think?
They are. They're coming up, man. Like I said, a lot of these lower teams, man, they're starting to be able to hang tight. I don't know what it is. What you tell me is it better recruiting? Is it better coaching? What is causing these schools to be able to hang tight with these power conferences?
It's the water. That's what it is. It's the water. No, I don't know. I'm like, recruiting has obviously a big thing. The transfer portal has made a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
NIL has made a huge difference as well. So I think that's what's played a role. I mean, all right. Let's go down the schedule. The pre-schedule from last week, right? James Madison, they're a good team, yes, and so, they were a great team in FCS. They're a darn good team in the Sun Belt Conference. How about they hung 70 to ACC perennial powerhouse North Carolina at UNC Chapel Hill? Crazy. They won 70-50. When was the last time you could sit there and say, I'm going to play in a game that scores a total of 120 points and the home team still lose?
Never. Doesn't happen.
It's eye popping, man. I mean, I don't know. So it's going to be a good season for football for everybody. I'm rather impressed with. Look at Rutgers. Rutgers, they're 3-0, dude. Like, when was the last time you saw that? It had to be early mid 2000s, right?
Basketball.
I can't remember the last. I know it was during the Greg Schiano. I think it was this first run at Rutgers before he went on to Tampa and really toilet bowled them. But I think it was the last time that Rutgers was that good. But they handled their business against Virginia Tech, which Virginia Tech's not looking good at all this year. They'll be lucky to win 6. I think they'll be lucky to go 6-6, honestly. But Rutgers, they won 26-23. Great overall performance. I tip my cap to Rutgers. How about this, Matt? All right, so Central Connecticut, I believe they're their FCS opponent, right? They played University of Massachusetts, which the Minutemen, they're terrible. They were 0-3. I mean, and guys, the Minutemen of Massachusetts won 35-31 over an FCS team. Come on, that program. I don't know, man. Was it the right move for UMass to move up? I really don't know. What do you think?
I just think they need to get better recruits. They need to get better players, man. They need better talent all over the field, man. I mean, it's just, I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on with them. I don't know. Well, I mean, I do understand what's going on with them. It's UMass. They just need to get better players, and that's on the coaches. They got to recruit a lot better, man. If teams like in that area, man, can get players. For example, I mean,
look at BC. Big Brother's right down the road.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So I mean, that whole tri-state, that whole area, man. Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. I mean, it's no excuse to not get any talent, man. Especially if you're, if you're one of the, top team, or if you're playing against top teams, man, and you're playing, schedules and tough schedules and things like that. They just got to do better. I know I'm rambling, but they just got to do better, man. I'm just trying to find a way to say do better.
Do better, yep.
Come on, guys.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
How about Navy and Memphis with a electrifying 110-point game between the two? Mm-hmm. Navy wins 56-44. Their quarterback, dude, listen to the stats, okay? 12 carries, 211 yards, 4 TDs. And that is insane.
That is insane. That is insane.
Navy's 3-0. They're 2-0 in the American Conference. Good job for them. I'm proud of them. So keep it going. And last, but actually, I'm not going to last this. I'm going to do a couple more here. SMU TCU. SMU 66-42 wins over TCU. That was actually a really good game. Great showdown in Dallas. SMU, they're legit. 3-1. They could challenge Clemson for the ACC title. Hey, how about Clemson though, man? You lose 34-3 to Georgia in week 1. You've scored over 100. What was it? 130 points or something like that.
Too
In
many
the next 2
points. They've
games,
scored too many points.
they're
Jesus.
blowing teams out. Like, did it really take getting a shellacking by Georgia to wake the offense up? I don't know, man. But Clemson, they handled NC State. Yes, it was 59-35. But if you guys go back and really watch it, the final 21 points were scored late in the fourth quarter. They were garbage touchdowns. So really, Clemson waxed the backside of NC State. Big beat down. All right, and then last but not least, and I got to point this out, and I'm not trying to be mean, okay?
Yeah.
So don't think I am, folks. All right, I'm getting down to the score right now. Florida International.
Oh boy.
Look, they're located in Boca Raton, guys. That's where they're located, right, Matt?
Yes.
All right, let me double check to make sure they're in the Conference USA. They played Monmouth University or Monmouth College or whatever the heck you want to call it, and they lost.
Oh my gosh.
45-42. This goes back to us saying, little boys, those schools can hang with big boys, and I don't even know what you would call FIU, little boy or big boy. I really don't know.
Isn't FIU the school that Pitbull? They named Pitbull their stadium after Pitbull.
I think so.
Oh my god! And this is how you do the great Pitbull, man. You lose to Monmouth. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a sad day. All right, let's talk a little bit of college basketball. Furman's basketball schedule was released. Georgia Tech's, I believe, is due to be released this week as well. Guys, Furman plays 14 of their 17 home games at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena because for everybody don't know, there's a $40 million renovation going on at Timmons Arena on the beautiful campus of Furman, by the way, Matt. But they're playing one home game at Legacy Early College. That's a high school that Cassie actually applied for. It's literally 15 minutes down the road from my house. Yeah. Furman's playing a home game at a high school arena. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Hey, how about this? I'm looking at they're called the way too early NCAA basketball prediction center, whatever they want to call them, right? How about that? Your Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. They're not favored pretty good to move to win the ACC. Clemson, though, they're rated as the best odds to win the ACC. But Georgia Tech, they have a lot of talent that has come on their team. I'm gonna give Georgia Tech more credit, Matt. I think Georgia Tech actually could make it to the semifinals of the ACC tournament, get a chance to get an invite into March Madness. What do you think?
I think so too, man. I mean, it just really just depends on if they can, not go on these stretches where their offense just looks putrid. If they can, if they can just play, and move the ball and not focus on, just the one-on-one aspect of the game, I think they'll be fine, man. They got a few pieces coming back, and I think they'll be ready to rock.
The non-conference schedule is out for Georgia Tech. They play against Georgia on November 15th. That's going to be a good game because they're hosting UGA. And then, December the 3rd, it's a nationally televised game. They're playing at Oklahoma. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a really fun game to watch.
Yes, it is.
And, I'm college basketball. I mean, I'm just excited. It's coming back. Like I said, folks, October going into November is going to be one of your favorite time frames because you're going to have every brand of every freaking sport there ever was to play playing right there. So you have a chance to watch. So enjoy it while you can, All right, guys, we've rambled for a good 50 minutes now. It's okay. I have actually had a lot of fun talking with you. What's going on in the world of Matt this week, Matt? Before we talk to you again on Friday.
Oh man, this week, I don't know, man. Just getting ready for the games, man. Getting ready to watch the games this weekend, man. I want to, fantasy football as well. Just getting back with that. I mean,
I cannot wait to tell you a story.
Yeah, I'm just kind of being football. I'm really football centric right now. That and just I got a lot of catching up to do as far as things on our end and the back end. So I'm just be working on a lot of that stuff, man. That's kind of what my week is going to be. I had a princess again this weekend, man, and it's due to like the hurricane and stuff like that, man. We're just gonna be in the house. So a lot of sports, and a lot of chilling, just catching up with this stuff we got to do in the back end.
Amen to that. I got a little funny story to tell you. One of our contestants, and I'm not going to name their names because you already know who I'm going to talk about. They came on a local radio station today and said they cannot wrap their heads around their strategy or strategies in doing fantasy football. In the free league that they are a part of with the local radio station here, they're 3-0, and they go based off of auto picks. Obviously, auto picks is the one that gets them everything right. Well, on the league, our league, that you have to pay money to get into, which, by the way, I'm going to ask you how you're doing in just a minute. Our league, you have to pay. He's 0-3. They are 0-3, and yet he said that he thinks the people who run the league are out to be against him. What is that? What do you think that means? Like he just can't play?
You just gotta understand, man. When you're dealing with money leagues, or no matter, it could be for $1. When you're doing money leagues, then everybody's paying attention. There's not going to be any like free agents left. I mean, people, they want to win. People are going to draft correctly. They're going to have a strategy when drafting. When you're dealing with fantasy players that like me, for example, I played in fantasy football. I've been doing it since the last 20 years, man. 20 plus years I've been playing fantasy football, fantasy basketball as well. To a certain extent, fantasy baseball, all money leagues. And what I've noticed, the difference between free leagues and money leagues is
people care.
People care in money leagues. So it is not going to be a stone left unturned in money leagues. People are going to get all the free agents. They're going to listen to all the pundits out there. People want to win that money. They want to win that pot. So they're going to be focused.
They want to get that trophy too,
Exactly, the trophy with the belt. Where rather in free leagues, it's nonchalant. Like, maybe I'll try free agency. Oh, this is auto pick. Okay. It's a free league.
Yeah.
Like, it's free league. Who cares? So that's kind of the psyche on it or about it. For those who don't know, when you got money leagues, people are going to care. They're going to pay attention. They're going to argue. They're going to like. I mean, I've seen arguments in chats, arguments through text messages, arguments through chats on money leagues. Like, for example, I was in like a $100 money league. Excuse me.
Bad radio.
I know, right? I was in a $100 money league, man, and everybody took it serious. All 12 teams took it serious. Nobody would trade with each other because nobody wanted to one up. I mean, it was just, man, it was aggressive. But that's the beauty of it, man. That's what we love. We love the competition.
That's right.
Playing for something there. We're playing for that pot, trying to win that money.
Playing for purpose.
Yeah, that's what it's about. So every move is scrutinized. Every move is carefully thought out. Every move is calculated. Where in the free league, did I do my starting lineup today? Maybe, I guess.
It's okay, I'll win.
You best believe in the money league. Yeah, in the money league, every day we're looking at our teams, looking at the rosters, trying to make sure
the waiver wire.
Yeah, it's waiver Wednesdays. That's coming up, man. This is midnight. I'm getting my waivers.
I gotta hit it. All right, guys, look. This is the Sportz Nutz League right here. Literally, that's up to the minute stats. I'm gonna zoom. Oh, you're here. Zoom on number 4. That is Matt's team right there. They are 2-1. Let's just scroll down a little more here. Oh my word! Do you see my? Oh, Matt, do you see my team?
I see it.
Number 7. I'm 1-2.
But it's only week 3 or week 4.
Yeah,
you gotta understand.
Better.
Yeah, you can be better. You can be better, but we can't help that. It depends on the players. So you gotta find a way. You gotta find a way to hit the waiver wire and get a free agent, make some trades, try to make trades with somebody. I mean, you got to find a way. I mean, everybody's not going to win. Everybody can't win in fantasy football. That's the beauty of it. And luck. It comes down to luck. We don't know what our players are going to do out there. We don't know. So, hey man, look at me. I had the back-to-back picks. Who did I get? I got Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry or something like that. Saquon Barkley is now the number one running back in fantasy football.
Let's look at this also. Dallas Goedert got over 40 points. If you had him getting over 40 points this week alone, raise your hand, because I guarantee you ain't none of y'all raised your hand just yet, because you don't know. There's no way you could tell he's going to have a career, 12 receptions for 180 yards or whatever. There's no way in heck you knew that was coming. 10 for 180. Yeah, there's no way you could tell it was going to happen. It's just one of those crazy times.
That's it.
So it's right. It's luck. It's a little bit of smarts and a whole lot of luck. But I'm still going to win that trophy. So my trophy better be made already. It says Brandon's the best. All right, guys. We have a little segment we're going to introduce to you right now. And then we have a little things we're going to go over real quick. A new segment. Make sure you're watching every Sunday. It doesn't matter what time. It'll either be me or Matt, or maybe even be both of us. It's called the Scheduled Shorts, the SS's. Check us out. It's a 5-minute at max. We're going to literally do the rundown for what is coming for the week ahead for Tuesday and Friday's episode, what we're going to talk about. So be prepared. It will be, not only will be broadcast on Facebook, it'll be broadcast on Twitter, Instagram, our nuttysportstalk.com, which is our website, by the way, if you didn't know. It's literally right here on this little scroller going down right there. It says nuttysportstalk.com. And then our YouTube channel, it'll be on there as well. So you can tell your friends, hey, check them out. They got this cool thing coming on. It'll be Matt or myself or both of us will come on. We'll do a quick little bam, back and forth kind of thing. Just quick rundown for what is the week that lies ahead. So check those out. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Sportz Nutz 176. We're at 115 subscribers. We really are only 10 away from our year-end goal of 125, but Matt and I have pushed it to 200. Let's try for that 200 number. We can do this. We can do. And speaking of the subscriber, we have a YouTube subscriber giveaway going on that I have initiated. Matt, as you guys knew, was the one that gave over the last one. The $50 gift card winner went to our good friend Blaze Smith. The prize pack has gone to our good friend Matt Verbnick, who actually lives down the road from me. Glad he follows with us and really helped. If you can yourself can get 5 people to subscribe and then get 5 and so on and so forth, right? Just really kind of get our name out there. But if you get 5, you're entered in for a $25 gas gift card. Guys, gas is an arm and a leg. Matt, I don't know what gas is at your house. It was Now, here's the crazy thing. Yesterday at our house, it was $2.69. Today, it's $2.99. So the gas went up 30 cents in one day.
This is what gas is. Gas costs an arm, people. It costs an arm.
And a leg, and a foot, and a hand, and whatever else, right? Yeah. So $25, it may not seem like a lot, but it's a lot when you need it. So all you got to do is get 5 people, and you have to show proof that you got them to subscribe. You can say, I got, Joe Blow or Joanna Man to sign up. Now you're going to give proof that you know them, that you got them to sign up to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And we're doing it for 2 weeks. So you have until, help me out, Matt. What is 2 weeks from tonight?
What's today? Today's the 24th.
Today's 24th. Yes.
Oh man, my brother's birthday is tomorrow. Anyways, 2 weeks from now is the 8th, October 8th. So
we will actually push it to October the 11th. The only way I know about October 11th is my daughter gets her cast removed off of her arm. You have until October 11th. Get us 5 subscribers at each, and we can get it. You can have unlimited, but you just need a minimum of 5. That's all you need. If you get 5 additional subscribers to our YouTube channel at the Sportz Nutz 176, you're entered for a chance to win the $25 gas gift card. And it's not cheap gas. It might be BP gas, which, by the way, is one of the best gasolines to get. So you don't know, but it's going to be a good gas card. We will send it to you. It's just to help get our name out there more. So come on. And then also, guys, the Sportz Nutz merchandise is coming in. Our shirts are in. They are $13. I'll get up and show you, but I'm not going to because I'm hurting. But we also have keychains. They're $2.50. If you want to get the, send me a message or Matt a message. Either one, we will get you signed up. We take Cash App, and we also take Venmo, but more specifically Cash App, because we have a better way to track where everything goes, and that's what we want to do. So please, get your merchandise. We have more coming. I promise you. Matt's in the process of getting somebody to make the ball caps. We're going to have ball caps. We're going to possibly even have beanies. We're going to have visors. We're going to have other types of keychains that are bottle openers. We're going to have just tumblers even. We're going to have cups. We're going to have a lot. Car decals. We have car decals that are in. You're going to want to get one. They're $7.50 each. They're really good. Car decals. I know because I used a professional company that made them. So you will trust me when I say they look good. They look good. So, guys, it's been a fun episode. Obviously, we could go on long enough. We just got to give a quick little shout out to our sponsor, Tequila's Grill and Easley. As everybody knows, it's authentic, affordable, and delicious Mexican cuisine located right here in Easley, South Carolina. If you have a birthday event coming up, give them a call, actually. 864-307-8028, or even better, just stop on by. The address is 5155 Calhoun Memorial Highway, Easley, South Carolina, 29640. Just remember, let them know the Sportz Nutz has sent you to them. They'll hook you up. Matt's favorite is the homemade salsa bar. His also is the queso. Mine is the chimichangas, the taco salads, the happy hour, which is buy one, get one, 50% off of drinks. Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. I mean, they really have a lot of good deals. Check them out. It's Tequila's Grill and Easley. I know, Matt, you're looking forward to coming back up here and getting some good tequila food. Am I right?
Absolutely, man. Ready to go up there and chow down, man. It was lovely, great food. The service was great. The staff was wonderful. Food was great, man. Even the drinks were good. So definitely go and check them out. If you're in Easley, definitely go check them out.
Yep. Hey, cold. When we mean cold beer, it's cold, refreshing beer. Now, you obviously, the heat's still going on right now, so get yourself a cold one while you can. All right, guys, we're gonna hop on out of here. Just remember, Friday, general manager Clingstones, general manager the Columbus Clingstones, AA affiliate of the Atlanta Braves. His name is Pete, is coming on the show. So go ahead, bookmark it in your calendar, subscribe to the YouTube channel, get your questions ready. Pete is going to be ready to answer any and all your questions. I know he is a great person to speak with. I have exchanged some good conversations with him. I've really enjoyed it. Guys, I highly recommend it. You be ready for good commentary will be coming out of that episode on Friday. And remember, next Tuesday, our man Brandon Leak from 680 The Fan is joining the show. He will be on, so he will be here to talk all Atlanta all the time with you. He will talk anything you want to talk about. Heck, he may give you a little special shout out even. So get your questions ready on that one. Matt, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give out to the wonderful world tonight?
Just everybody, man. Everybody just continue to prosper, continue to elevate, and don't get flagged.
That's right. Don't get flagged, guys. And if you get flagged, we're not bailing you out of YouTube jail. No, that's not our demeanor. But we love you and we'll cheer you on there so you can do this now. Anyways, guys, the show, was a great show. We had fun. We love talking with you guys. We love having you on. We look forward to next episode on Friday. So in the meantime, as always, peace up. A-Town down. We love you. We think about you guys all the time and ways to make better content with you. So just get out there, subscribe, folks. Get that YouTube channel built and get more people on the show. and we're going to do it for you. Until then, guys, we will catch you on the other side. And as Matt always says, just don't get flagged. And yeah, bye, guys, and show's over. Good night. See ya.
Peace.
Well, he just did. He just scored 8 points. That's the thing. He had a career